But Caesar Salad tore their way through both Janitor and Ekidona on their way to Grands. So, winner of this, it's either going to be... Actually, it will be a run back regardless of who wins.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. And right now, both of them want that run back. So let us see. It's going to be an interesting one. Fox versus Palutena. Again, you know, Fox still being a spacey has to deal with some of the same stuff that we just saw. The down tilt back airs are going to be very important. But Janitor, using the speed that Fox has, is going to be a key difference here that we weren't able to see out of Neo's Wolf.
You need to get Palu up in the air, and if there's any character who can do that, it is going to be the Fox, but Ekidona needs to be very transitional in how they get back to the ground, and they absolutely need to hit their techs on those drag down forward airs.
And I mean, I love the combos already, getting some drag downs, trying to get like an early stock off of Ekidona, but still the percents are relatively even until the up smash comes out. That's the Fox special. You know, it's the tried and true.
Yeah, this is a matchup, by the way, that... Oh, also Janitor showing some shades of Neo there with that reflector off stage. Wolves obviously doesn't put them in as much float as Fox's Shine does, but still, it's clear that Janitor was paying attention in the background during that match.
Right, for sure. And I mean, I love it, like, being able to play patiently within your own combos. You know, we saw this earlier, and I think you mentioned it in one of their earlier sets, but Janitor getting a couple of these hits and then waiting to see what Ekidona's reaction is, following her her movement and her escape options, and trying to get something, but the forward smash well charged to get the kill there.
Yeah, amazing timing there. Perfect patience, was ready and willing to let that thing rip, and they did. Boy, did they. Honestly, Ekidona has a lot of experience with Foxes in the region. They played Felix once or twice, from what I've seen. Felix is one of the best players in the whole state. I think they were top 5 on the PR for Arizona. And Janitor plays a completely different style to Felix. So this could be throwing Ekidona for a loop a little bit, or alternatively, they could be much more used to this style, because frankly, I feel like Janitor's starting to employ some of the Felix we know and love. The downhill whenever they have an advantage state kind of play style.
That's why I love watching Fox. You know, I think a lot of Fox players do play differently, and the versatility of the character lends itself to diverse play styles. So it's really cool to see it here against Ekidona's Palutena, where right now, kind of putting her in the blender, very, very difficult for her to get out of this, and avoiding the down smash just barely with the up B.
Yes, nice back air too to clear the way a little bit. Janitor's still trying to close out this game, but I love the patience there. They're not just going to whiff on a smash attack just to get punished. They're not going to, put themselves too far off stage where they can't make it back and might get edge guarded. And honestly, they're doing a good job of just staying alive and not taking any unnecessary risks.
Absolutely. I mean, Janitor could take as many risks as they like, right? They're only at 57%. Throwing out some of those up smashes on shield, more than happy to continue to do so, just because, at the very least, you might take a few percents here. But Ekidona has not been getting some of, the large combo strings that we saw her get against Neo.
Yes. Still, Ekidona trying to make a way back on stage. They're clawing their way back into this, but it's gradual. It's very, very gradual, and they're not having any big things go in their favor. They are at max rage though, so that could be starting to change a little bit. If they can get one good hit, but Janitor just patrolling the side so nicely. Drag down Nair though. Nerf. Oh, that's scary.
That was a trade, but it actually gave Janitor a way to get back to safety. Ekidona kind of got sent too far to make a punish there. So now getting some of these good grabs. Obviously, Palutena getting these grabs is going to be very interesting because, we didn't see that very much in the last set. Ekidona is switching up her playstyle appropriately because of the, because she's playing against the Fox. And here, the back throw. That is something you definitely know is going to come out from the Palutena at some point. Has to be extremely careful. Anything could kill. It's 180%.
Oh no, and see there's that last hit of the Nair, but isn't going to extend it to anything. Janitor's going to clear the way a little bit, but this is max rage still too. Back air though will kill. Yes, nice hit. Really good call out from Janitor. And Janitor just played that super slow, super gradually. Ekidona had a lot of breathing room there at the end though. They were able to take that to much closer situations than it probably should have.
For sure. I mean, she lived to, I think, 189 or something like that. A very impressive feat against Fox, who is looking for multiple kill options and being able to evade death for so long. It bodes well for the rest of the set.
Yeah. So, we're going to be going to Smashville here. Personally, I kind of like the stage for Palu a little bit because you have a lot easier time of just controlling the stage. It's a very small stage, but Fox could be on top of you in an instant. That's the one caveat to this, but your hitboxes are big. They cover a big portion of the stage, so you've got to be mindful and reticent to throw them out.
Right, and I think the platform being as large as it is gives Ekidona a couple of escape options, right? She's not super worried about getting caught in some of those up air strings, and maybe being able to just kind of do the platform ledge cancelings that we just saw right there. Really nice stuff. I think being able to mix up her options is going to be super important, and a smaller stage, you know, she might not be going for as many of those like long range options like Explosive Flame or Auto Reticle, but Fox, you know, Fox is going to be rushing you down regardless, so you'll be looking for some of those good multi-hits that you know are going to get those combos started.
Right, and a DBZ moment to even us up a little bit here. So in terms of the weight differential between these two, they're pretty much at even percentages. I do think I favor Fox in the way of kill power a little bit, but then again, Palutena has those back throws, those back airs, any number of strong options, so it's a pretty even game. But it's going to be Janitor striking first, coming off his minimum wage to hit that back air.
For sure. I definitely think that those stray hits are going to be a little bit stronger if Janitor is able to use that speed effectively. However, Ekidona, you know, she's got some combos that she can end up leading into, but the Explosive Flame, no reflector coming out, so is going to get caught by that. Janitor losing a little bit of an unnecessary stock there. Ekidona finding that option, though. Really, really nice stuff for her.
Ekidona baited that too. They did a couple empty hops to make it look like they were coming out for back airs.
Right.
And then we're just like, okay, here comes the Explosive Flame now. You're in the range for it.
That's right.
Okay, get a dash into that Explosive Flame on stage. Janitor starting to play a little bit more downhill, but it's actually playing to their detriment right now. And the percentages are actually now in Ekidona's favor. Ekidona looking for a down tilt. They do get it. No follows, but the Nair is going to catch the side B. Lingering hitboxes. Devastate that move, and it's going to set up for a back air. Ekidona, one opening was all they needed. Now
what an amazing sequence. That was really so smart. Catching the Firefox with the down tilt, leading into a Nair to catch the illusion as well, and a high back air to cover the land, like the approach option back to ledge. Janitor just could not play the game for that few seconds.
Yep. Nice reverse Nair, though, from Ekidona, and they're starting to keep their lead and start making it a lot bigger, too. Nair out of shield is one of their favorite options, and Janitor needs to probably start baiting that out a little bit better.
And Ekidona's timing on some of these down tilts is looking really, really good. I think she's getting more accurate every single game.
Right. Oh, back air, too. Okay, hang on.
Did not expect that.
Yeah, you don't want to call it too early, because Fox has dummy setups. If they get one opening, does Janitor, they can take it a long way. And here it is. Falling down with the Nair, though, is going to be giving Ekidona some space to even that up a little bit.
Okay, I like the patience, just waiting. Janitor kind of just a little bit of a panic option, trying to force Ekidona out of shield, but this is looking like a tough situation. Finally, missing a down tilt. Janitor finds some reprieve for just a short time. What's the option here?
No!
Ow! No way. Falls right into it. Unfortunately, trying to go for the down air. Wanted to get something started, maybe send Ekidona off stage, but the Explosive Flame rings true.
There was a lot of really good stuff from Janitor there, like using up throw to put Ekidona in the air and make them bait out an option coming to the ground, which they knew the Nair was coming because they were like, oh, they're keeping tabs on it. They were able to get another up throw as a punish. So that could be huge coming forward, but it was that Explosive Flame lingering a little bit too long as we go into game numero 3 here, and it's going to be on small battlefield nerf.
Yep, true. I definitely am excited to see what happens here. It's kind of like small PS2 for a lot of people. So 2 platforms, a couple more escape options here for Fox. So going to be really important. Obviously, good reasons for why Janitor wanted to go here.
Yeah, and again, I feel like this is a big, very, very comfortable stage, but I think Fox does a really good job here. They can get dummy platform extensions, and also, they have a pretty easy time circumnavigating the stage whenever they have control, especially.
Yeah. Okay, but now Dasher just to get something else started. Getting the up air very, very precise from Janitor. Looking like a very nice game 3 here start for them.
I love that setup so much because it's such a risk. You don't ever want to go for illusion in neutral sometimes, but honestly, Janitor's making it work for themselves right now.
Okay, wow. Okay, going for the read. I respect it. Wanted to get that, at least, maybe not a kill at that point, but it definitely would have scared Ekidona and led to another offstage situation. Janitor wants to get these good sharking opportunities, so going for an up smash, even at that percent, still could pay off for them.
Right, but Ekidona reading a jump. Okay, nice reflection to come out to avoid the auto reticle, or excuse me, the Explosive Flame. And there to come out. Backer's going to whiff, though. Janitor recognized Ekidona's hanging at ledge. They're probably going to come for a back air. And then went a little bit outside of the range where Ekidona was like, okay, maybe that can hit. But they still weren't sure about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Janitor getting some good grabs. I think their grab gaming has gotten a lot better in this set, and it's starting to pay off. 3 stocks to 1 as a lead. Ekidona now having to make some adjustments herself. These looking like that might be a nice edge guard opportunity, but the delay, Janitor very, very good at escaping death there.
Yeah. Ekidona now down 2 stocks. Looking for this option taken quickly here, but no, the up air is going to whiff. Dash attack's not going to hit the sour, or not going to hit the sweet spot. It's not going to connect. Parry, not going to get a punish. Never mind, they are. They're going to catch the jump off ledge with that F tilt.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I definitely thought, okay, well, the parry, but then nothing leads into it. But then jumping right into the F tilt, a good prediction there for Ekidona. She knew that was going to come out. Obviously, you know, Fox kind of has a tendency sometimes to jump from ledge just because of how good Fox jump is.
Right. And, I mean, another thing, too, is that I think the parry did something to mix up the tempo that Janitor was going for a little bit, too. Because it stalled them in the air, so they might have accidentally misinput a button too early. And, you know, Ekidona got that catch, too.
No, very good point. Very good point. All right, now illusioning right in your shield. Where are you going?
Right. Oh, they're actually going to hang around on the ground with that up B to catch Ekidona's landing. That was smart. I swear to God, Janitor's doing all these intentionally, too.
Yeah, but these are some near misses with these up smashes. Ekidona has to be fearing for her life, has to back off all the way to the wall, but then only going to get caught by the back air mid-stage. Still not enough to kill. Can Janitor close this out with an up throw into an up air? But no, the actual air dodge comes out so quickly. Ekidona living for just a little bit longer, and it's gone.
Yep, that is a back air on stage and at 160%. Good luck trying to survive that. But Ekidona's looking up. They don't have their head down. They're not trying to make it look like they're in pain. They're actually keeping a very strong body language, sitting up a little bit, taking a second to pick their stages. They're running through everything. Gonna be going to Town and City. Palutena's best stage, if you want my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely I agree with you.
Thank you. That's reassuring, buddy.
You made a good point there, my friend. But I mean, I
didn't
think
even
Fox
make a point. I just made a statement.
So true, bestie. But I mean, I think Town and City still a really nice option here. But still, I think Fox could make it work. These side blast zones just means that they might be going for forward smash more so than up smash, just to mix up in their flow chart. Right,
yeah, and also mix up the DI a little bit too, because if you up smash, you want to hold out on Fox up smash, or down and out. But if you're holding down and out, you are dead to F smash at like 50%.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely not what you want to do. So getting those DI mix-ups could be a bit of an interesting factor in this game.
It could be, yeah. But already Ekidona's doing a good job using their disjoints to great effect, and also their long-range poke options to stifle out these approaches from Janitor before they can even happen.
Yeah. Okay, getting a little bit of a whiff on the shield. Somewhat of an unsafe move, but no real punish. Still trying to reset back to the neutral, and there sends Janitor up into the beyond. Let's see what happens. A dash attack. Again, you cannot challenge that. That shield is invincible.
I am so shocked that Janitor did get hit by that explosive flame too, and they were able to get a little bit of extra chip before being taken out by that back air. Ekidona has a good lead right now, and only if Janitor plays really nicely can they take that stock before they take too much damage themselves. They're taking a lot right now, already at 30% and climbing.
Okay, getting caught here. Now, what's the edge guard opportunity? Nice, the empty hops trying to bait out the neutral get up. It does come out, and then the back air sends out Ekidona for another opportunity. Wow, the jab wait, I like it.
Yeah, again, Janitor, really a master of pressure. Put on so much, but they're going to go for a drag down. It's going to be shielded. Parry on Ekidona into the grab, forward throw. Man, look at all this pressure off stage. But can they make it back? Oh, dude, I saw it there.
It almost looks so sick. I mean, the drag down with the Nair, just like with one hit of the Nair, and that was enough to send a Janitor and force out the Firefox.
Right. Oh, but they're going to jump into the explosive flame as well. Ekidona extending their lead quite a long way.
Yeah, Ekidona is doing an amazing job of just reading these jumps, right? Janitor has been relying so heavily on, both the empty hops and the regular hops, just trying to throw out some aerials. So it only makes sense for Ekidona to try to cover that aerial space with whatever option she's got.
I was a bit yawned there, sorry. I think both players like to narrow out a shield a lot. It's their fast options, it's their safe ones, but honestly, Ekidona gets a lot more off it just because of the disjoint and the combo potential it has. Fox Nair is great at those high percents whenever you're landing with it, but out of shield, it is just a nickel and dime chip option.
Yeah, I definitely agree there, but you do not want to be caught there on platform. Obviously, at that percent, a Palutena back throw could spell the end for your stock.
Right? Oh, that's going to be, that side B's going to get eaten up. And they're going to go for an up B to mix up the timing a little bit further and make their way back on stage. Janitor not out of this yet, and this combo is starting to make me believe a little bit, but honestly, none of these matches have been close. They've all been nail biters. Or, excuse me, they've all been blowouts.
I mean, oh, wow, and what a nice tech, and leads into an eventual back air. Ekidona takes the game, and it kind of was starting to shape up like that. She really had a very strong lead for a lot of that game. Janitor, still a lot of gas you could tell was in the tank. It just could not pull it out when he needed it most.
Right. So we are going to game 5, our first of the night. Potentially 2 more at the very maximum could be coming up next if this grand set is as exciting as I'm expecting it to be. But this is going to be back on PS2 where both of these players have won 1 game. Actually, wait, no, that's not true. Janitor actually won game 1 here.
Yeah. So it's been back and forth. It's been super back and forth, and we're going back to, I guess, the neutral ground of PS2. But this game 5 is going to be a culmination of all the conditioning that these two have had against each other.
Right, and already Ekidona had a good read on which way to roll, because Janitor was leaning a little bit towards rolling center from Ekidona, but Ekidona rolls out and is able to keep himself safe and get a combo started for a little bit more damage. And right now, Janitor has to be making up that difference, and he do so quickly with his explosive high-flying offensive Fox.
Right. I mean, right now, Janitor is making every inch count, turning them into miles, and Ekidona, what lead that she had is quickly dwindling as Janitor finds so many hits consecutively that it's starting to look really tough. This edgeguard situation is going to be really important for Ekidona to clinch out.
Right. Oh, reading 2 rolls back and reads the roll out off of the tech. Janitor takes the first stock of the match, and that momentum right now is huge. Well, every single match of this set has been a blowout in one way or another, but this is the first one that looks like it might be close all the way to the very end.
Yeah, for sure. But, I mean, obviously, Ekidona wants to get this stock to bring it back to even. We did see some of the issues where she's trying to challenge the Firefox with the Nair. She actually gets caught by the Firefox itself. The hitbox is actually, relatively encompassing of Fox, so you have to be careful and know your spacing.
Yeah, I think the big thing there is that Ekidona expected Janitor to go high, so they tried to cover that with Nair, but Janitor just went right to ledge. So, the read that she thought she had wasn't there, and that crumbles momentum and mental game very quickly if the reads that you expect just aren't going in your favor.
For sure, and Janitor finds the burst option back in with the forward air. Obviously not dying just yet. The back throw is going to do it, but still 108 on the board. Ekidona needs to use this rage effectively, and so far, getting the Nair plane is going to be super important for her.
Yeah, that side B was so brazen there from Janitor. Ekidona air dodge just in the nick of touches by the up air, but he is going to be up with the Nair on the shield, and the up smash is going to come out. Great out shield option, takes the stock, tournament stock here for Ekidona.
For sure, she cannot be super confident about dealing or about just trying to poke out Janitor's shield. He's been very consistent with those good out of shield options and making her regret it. Yep,
nice run up grab, beautiful. Read that Ekidona was not going to try spot dodge or anything out of shield. She's trying to hold it because she was expecting an aerial, and Janitor was there for the punish.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, read to get up.
Yeah.
And then I like the back off. Then just still, it's a little bit of who's trying to play chicken, who's blinking first, and the up air is not going to do it just yet. Tries to fish for a second.
This is really scary because this is Ekidona with rage, and she could absolutely bring this back right now. We know that she's good in these clutch situations. We know that she's very good at these mix-ups, but she's not getting freed up right now.
Right, and she's holding shield for dear life, but that only leads into an up throw into a potential up air. Janitor is trying to go for it right now. She's retreating back to ledge as she should be, but she's living on borrowed time right now. Unfortunately, that's going to take it.
You borrowed Janitor's time, and they took that sucker back right quick. Shaved off a few seconds, but Janitor will not be denied. They are going to grand finals where they will be having their winners finals run back versus Caesar Salad. But honestly, Ekidona had a hell of a run tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it is a very, very, very tense game 5 that we just saw, but we'll probably see even more of a tense set as we get the run back between Caesar Salad and Janitor. Obviously, we did see a lot of the Ken earlier tonight. We saw some of the Kazuya as well, and Janitor was very, very hard pressed to find some of the answers, particularly against the Kazuya. I would definitely expect that Caesar Salad is going to be trying to go for more of the same in Grands.
Whoever seeded this thing, I'd say, is pretty darn smart, if you want my opinion, because our second seed made